Welcome to my channel. Let's learn. Today in this video, I'd like to show you how to secure your router. I am going to perform this demonstration on Cisco Packet Tracer. Basically, there are two main ways to log into the Cisco router. One is through console port and another one is virtual terminal, which is also called remote login access. First of all, I would like to show you how to set password on console port. Here, I am going to set a password of ABC12345 and I will set a force logout after 5 minutes. Further, I will set a minimum password length of 5 characters, which will ensure the minimum password length of 5 characters on the router. Let me go to my packet tracer. I have already connected a PC to the router. You can see it over here. And further, I have connected a PC to the router using a console port. If you see it, I have connected it on RS232 connection. If you don't know how to connect on the console port of the router, I would like to show you. Let me delete these console connections. Then I will pick the console connection from here. Then here, if you click here, you can see RS232 connection. Then click on the router and the console port. First of all, I need to set the console password. For that, I'll go to PC1. Here we can see the terminal. On the terminal, press OK. Everything will be default. Then the router is giving me some informations. Here I like to exit. First of all, let me exit completely. Then I would like to log in. Right now, I am on user execution mode. I will go for enable mode or privilege mode using the enable command. Then I'll go to global configuration mode. Then after that, I'll go to line console 0. Here I'll set the password as ABC12345. Then I'll enable login here. Then after that, I will put the default timeout of 5 minutes, execution timeout of 5 minutes. Then I will exit from here. Now I am going to set a minimum password length of 5 characters for this router using security password. Minimum length of 5 characters. Then let me exit it to make sure the password is enabled, and I am going to exit from the router. If I try to log in again, it will ask me for the password. My password is ABC12345. Then again, you can see I am logged in now. On the second part of this tutorial, I am going to show you how to configure password on virtual terminal line. There are 16 virtual terminal line, which means 16 users can log in at the same time on this router. I am going to set the same password and I am going to enable the login, and similarly I am going to set the force password logout of 5 minutes. Let me go to my packet tracer here. Then again, I'll go to the console port. I'm already logged in. Now I'll go to the global configuration mode, config terminal. Then I'll go to line VTY 0 to 15. Then here I'm going to set the password of ABC12345. Then I'm going to enable login. Also, I have to enable the telnet login for this VTY. Transport input telnet. You can see it. There are different mode of login to this Cisco router. One is SSH and another one is telnet. I am going to use telnet for now. Telnet. Then similarly, I am going to have an execution timeout of 5 minutes, just like the console port. Now this is done. To confirm that we have enabled the virtual terminal line, I will go to the PC, then I'll go to the command prompt. Here I am going to perform telnet to the Cisco router. Now it's asking me for the password. You can see the password. We are logged in successfully. So in this way, we have enabled password on console port as well as VTY ports. After that, we are going to create a privileged execution mode password, which is also called enable password. we are going to block a brute force attack. For example, if there is any 3 failed login attempts within 100 seconds, then we are going to block access to the Cisco router for another 50 seconds. Let me go back to my packet tracer. It is not allowing me to go for the enable mode because the password is not set. So I'll go back to the console mode. I'll go for the console. Let me exit from here. Then I have to set the enable password or privilege mode password by using command enable secret ABC at 1, 2, 3. Now to block any brute force attack on this Cisco router, I can enable login block for 100 attempts for within 3 seconds, within 100 seconds. Let me explain you the meaning. If there are three failed login attempts within 100 seconds, then I am going to block any access to this Cisco router for another 100 seconds. I have enabled this now. Once again, now we have done 2 of these things. We have completed them. Now it's time for us to set the local username and password and enable SSH login on the router. Let me go back to my packet tracer. Now I'm going to create a local username and password on this router. Let me go back to my telnet connection and check whether it's working or not anymore. Proceed. Sorry, it is already over there. It's asking me for the password. I can log in successfully. Now let me create a local username and password using the I have to go to global configuration mode, config terminal, then go to create username, let's learn, or I can use ABC and secret ABC at 1, 2, 3. Once the username is created, after that I have to enable the SSH configuration on this router. To enable the SSH configuration, first of all, I have to set the host name on this computer. Let me show you what are the different processes I have to do. First of all, I have to change the default host name. Then I have to enable the domain name on this router. Then I have to generate Crypto Key RSA with the modulus of 1024. Then after that, I have to enable login on the line Vty using the local password and enable SSH finally. So let me do this process. Let me go here. Let me go to my computer. Then let me set the host name for this computer. Host name router 01. Then let me join it to the domain, IP domain name, IP domain name, let's learn.com. Then I have already created the username here. Now I'll generate RSA key, crypto key, generate RSA. Yes, I really want to generate it and replace it. I want to use a key of 1024. Now I'll go to line config, line Vty 0 to 15. Then I will use login local, which will allow me to log in using the local username I have created just now. Now I will enable SSH transport input. If you can see, we have 2 different options, that is SSH and telnet. I would like to allow for all. Then this is all we have to do. Now once I have exit, let me exit completely, exit it Now let me try to connect to this router using SSH. For that, we can use a command SSH-L. Then now provide the username. Username is ABC, and the remote device IP address is 192.168.1.1. If I try to log in, it is asking me for the password. I think password is ABC@123. In this way, I have successfully logged in on the router. I would like to go to the privilege mode, and again it is asking me for the password. I'll provide the password. Now I am inside the global configuration. I am inside the privilege mode. I'll go to the global configuration mode. Then now I have to encrypt all the password. Before I do that, let me show you the running config of this router. Let me show on. If we go through, we can see enable secret is enable over here, and the password is completely hash. The password is completely hash, which means user cannot break this password. If I go down, I can see the username is ABC and the password is also encrypted. Let me go further. Here you can see the password is in clear text. I want to encrypt all the passwords that are in clear text. For that, I can use a very simple command. That is, go to global configuration mode, config terminal, then service password encryption. Once I do this, all the passwords are encrypted. Thank you for watching this video. If you appreciate my job, please do subscribe to my channel and like this video.